Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Weird World Podcast. I am your beloved host, Dean.
All right.
Main reason, no? Okay, I'm getting a negative vibe.
I'm Emma.
I'm Carrie.
And I'm Jack.
Today,
And
Carrie.
this is an episode.
Oh, sorry. What did I say?
Edition.
Yeah, I know. I have a problem with that.
It doesn't matter.
It's an
Yes,
episode.
it does. It matters very much.
It very much matters to her. She gets very angry when I say edition instead of episode or whatever. So today, Carrie is going to bring us a rather fascinating story, a story that is somewhat pretty well known in the annals of the paranormal and conspiracy theory kind of world, I guess.
The anals.
So take it away,
What do you
Carrie.
mean? This is actual history. You're not going to talk about how the Philadelphia experiment.
Well, we did the Philadelphia experiment last week, and this is a little bit of a quasi-continuation of the Philadelphia experiment, at least in the sense that it kind of funks off of some of the events, and it builds upon the events we talked about in the last episode.
they are the events are connected.
They are.
You only have pronounced three sounds out of the word Philadelphia. Both times you said Philadelphia's experiment.
It's
Like
well
that's
known as
what
a
you
Philadelphia
say.
experiment. I mean, that's how people say it, Philadelphia experiment.
He
I've heard it both
pronounces
ways.
words the same way. It's like that post where it's everything's wrong except for the first letter and the last letter in the word, and you can still read it. That's the way that you
That's the
pronounce
way
it.
you
It's the
speak.
Pia experiment.
Okay, good job.
Carrie, take away the Montauk experiment. The Montauk project,
It's-
sorry.
Yes, thank you, Dean. It is called the Montauk Project. What?
Like
You gonna talk?
in the movies?
As a matter of fact,
Should I not have said that?
Emma
No, that's
Rosie
fine.
in the very first things on my notes, 1988, the movie.
The movie called 1988.
But
Wait.
actually, we're not going to talk about a Montauk movie.
Okay.
Okay. Is this
A movie called The Philadelphia Experiment.
in 1988?
Yes.
I thought it was earlier than that. I thought it was 84.
It was made in 84, but it was released in 88.
What?
It was one of those.
Yeah.
So what? It tested really badly.
Development hell.
I don't know.
It
I
had
did
to
not.
have been. That's the
Did it
only
really?
way.
Okay.
I didn't check the Hollywood Reporter.
Well, okay. Our Variety, either one.
No.
It's a good source.
So, actually, I just lied.
Well, you lie a lot, Karen. It's becoming a problem.
The movie came out in 1984,
Okay. Well, there you go.
but the events of which I'm going to speak happened in 1988.
Okay.
Oh.
That's completely different.
Somebody else, he didn't want to, be involved in the rush to the theaters, to watch it
see
with
it.
everybody, when it first came out. He waited a few years.
Until it was TV. Remember that the olden days you had to wait for movies to come onto actual over-the-air television.
Yeah.
That was so weird. And they'd pay big money for those movies. But they'd be like, what, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? How long?
Oh, at least, yeah.
2, 3, 4 years before you could see. If you didn't see the theaters,
Yeah.
you had to wait until it came to, ABC.
And then when cable became a thing, they would come to cable a little bit sooner. Than,
Much quicker, but it was still a big deal.
Yeah.
What about video? How long did it take for things to
video?
go
Was
on
what,
video?
the 80s? It started
Couple years, too.
They would do
Year.
video, pretty quickly, because that was
Yeah.
before they'd sell the
Yeah.
cable, because video was another revenue stream, and then they go to cable,
Yeah.
and then they would go to eventually
Regular TV.
Regular TV, yeah.
Yeah, but they
Makes sense.
they take out all the juicy stuff to put it on
The juicy
TV.
stuff.
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the sex and
Like in the
violence.
Philadelphia Experiment, the movie, they take out the blow-by-blow hardcore sex.
Yes.
A lot in the theatrical.
So anyway, out of all of that, a 57-year-old man named Al Bielek saw the movie in 1988. And when he saw the movie, it just gave him a weird sense of deja vu.
Did he get? Oh,
Like he had experienced all of these events before.
Interesting.
So eventually, after going through various New Age therapies,
well,
As you do.
As one does. Mm-hmm.
when you see a movie that gives you deja vu,
You go on TikTok, you see a TikTok that tells you to manist wealth. You say 5731231.
Really?
I'm
That's a
not
thing?
kidding, you guys. I'm
Yeah.
not
To manifest
kidding.
wealth?
Or just something, whatever.
Just
I
stuff.
know, really.
Cheat codes for the real world.
boy, I'm missing.
See,
stuff.
back in
You
this
guys
day,
You guys should get on TikTok.
back in '88, it might have been like, I don't know, pyramid power or
That's still a thing.
something. Really?
For rich
Pyramid
people, yes.
power?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a pyramid power phase there. I remember some people say you can put like your razor in a pyramid, and it would never not be sharp or something like that. It was some kind of a
Wow.
They say the
I
shape
missed
of a
that, too.
pyramid confers various benefits
Yeah.
upon certain things put inside them. It's mysticism, you know.
But he might have channeled or
Reiki, maybe spiritual
Reiki,
healing.
yes, of
I don't
course.
know.
Probably.
I mean, it was around, just not on your
Shrooms.
guys' radar.
Shrooms.
Well,
Yeah.
Hey, how do you know?
Because I
But
know
you just-
you.
Okay.
my guess would be,
Hypnosis.
Hypnotic regression.
yeah, because
A well-known, qualified scientific method.
Probably.
Sorry.
hypnosis is a real thing.
Yeah.
Hypnosis is more
Not in the
kind
it's not
of-
the same thing in the movies,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it's a thing.
Yeah.
It exists.
Anyhow, I'm assuming through hypnosis, he
Okay.
uncovered repressed memories of himself working on a secret government project
Oh.
in the 1970s and the 1980s, the Montauk Project,
Okay.
Ooh.
and
He called it the Montauk Project?
probably
Or it's
I'm
what would
assuming.
later become known as.
probably later becomes known
Okay.
as.
Oh, I wonder what he referred to.
Yeah.
Oh, probably just the secret government project.
Yeah.
On Montauk.
Yeah. And
Or near Montauk, right?
And he also uncovered that his memories were purposefully blocked to keep the experiment on which he worked a secret.
Naturally.
And you say, what does all of this have to do with the Philadelphia experiment movie?
A government.
Sure. Secret government
Yeah.
experiments. But also, through this process, he learned he wasn't really Al Bielek.
Wait, what?
He was born Edward Cameron
Okay.
many decades earlier, and he worked on the Philadelphia experiment
Uh-oh.
on the USS Eldridge with his brother Duncan when they were both in the Navy in their mid-20s.
Where was his other brother, Kirk?
You know Kirk Cameron?
Nobody.
Oh, I know who that is.
Goodbye.
I know who that is. I hate him.
Yeah, he's
Well,
awful.
by the way, just to be clear, though, Montauk that we're referring to is a town on Long Island in New York.
Yes, it is.
So he was saying that these experiments were taking place near there. That's why it was called the Montauk.
Yes.
Okay.
Makes sense.
And since this was all very strange and supernatural, right? You found out that you were actually
Yeah.
born in the 20s and you fought in World War II, you
Oh.
were around during World War II.
You fought in it. That's very different.
It's very paranormal. So he, as one would do, he started telling his story at UFO conferences.
Okay. It's
Uh-huh.
a natural progression.
Yep.
You need someone to hear it.
That's true. That's
You
true.
know?
Yep. And they would be like-minded individuals.
What
I
better
suppose
audience?
so. Yeah, that does make sense because there's not like a convention for people who have been involved in crazy scientific experiments. Is
Where
there?
would you
UFO.
go?
Yeah, you go to
You
Yeah.
go to the
That's true.
UFOs.
That's
Yeah.
true. That makes sense. They're
Yeah.
his kindred spirits.
Well, so when he was telling his story, obviously he started with the Philadelphia experiment because those events occurred first, which was real because he was the proof that it was real because he had survived it. And he said that, as we know, Nikola Tesla had figured out how to make the USS Eldridge invisible and
Common knowledge.
You're harkening
Yes.
back to the Philadelphia
to
experiment.
the Philadelphia
Okay.
experiment.
Call back.
But when he did that, he accidentally opened up a time wormhole into the future.
Oh.
Okay.
Just
okay.
a time one.
Yep.
Right.
So when we talked about the Philadelphia experiment, they were experimenting to make the ship invisible, which they did, and then they also said that they transported it to a different port, right?
Yeah. The ship. The
The
Eldridge.
ship. So they didn't just make it invisible; they transported it to a different place.
It's a twofer.
Actually,
Oh.
they transported it through the time wormhole
Oh my God.
40 years into the future to 1983.
Oh.
And to where did it go? Did it stay in Philadelphia?
No, it
went
went-
to Long Island,
Yes,
right?
it went to
Yeah.
Long Island.
It went to Long Island, not to Newport News, Virginia. I think is where.
Newport News.
Didn't they say it went to? I forgot. They said it went to Virginia, Norfolk.
I think it was Norfolk, yeah.
Norfolk, Virginia, and so he's just now saying, okay, now it turns out that
Yeah.
story was wrong. It went to Long
Well,
Island.
maybe it did also go to Virginia.
Oh, so it's zipping around.
Yeah.
A tour
Yeah.
east of the Eastern Seaboard.
Because they actually did the experiment more than once.
Oh.
So
Oh,
Nikola Tesla, he said, we got to do it more than once. That's scientific rigor.
sure. Who I believe this is 19. Wait.
Yeah. When
43?
This is
43.
transported to 83.
Okay.
Same date,
Well, that's a convenient little
I'm
20.
gonna- yeah, it
August
is.
12th.
I'm gonna check. I'm just gonna do a quick check on when Nikola Tesla died.
Oh.
I was gonna ask that question.
Oh, well, Dean.
What?
Well, okay.
Oh, so he probably was secretly alive, and that his death was faked. Maybe.
In 43?
No,
I have
Tesla.
I
Whenever.
have absolutely no clue when he lived, if I'm honest.
I know,
is
but
Nikola Tesla.
when are you thinking he couldn't have been there? 43 or 83?
Both.
43.
What'd you say?
43.
Yeah.
He died in January of 1943, so
Oh.
he could not have been there unless they faked his death. in
They probably
January.
faked
They
his
totally
Okay,
did.
they faked his
Tupac.
death.
Yeah.
They fake most deaths. So
A lot of deaths are fake. That's
Avril
true.
Lavigne.
It
most
turns out
are fake.
Avril Lavigne's dead,
Yeah.
and it's been faked.
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
So she's
It's-
dead, but
it's
she's not
Melinda.
dead.
She's not dead.
She's Melinda.
Who?
Avril Lavigne.
Oh, I thought it was Melissa.
Oh, Melissa. Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
Sorry.
it's Melissa.
What's happening? Is this
Avril
something on
Lavigne died
TikTok
in
that
a
we
car
don't know?
accident in the early 2000s, and she was replaced with a body double named Melissa.
And that's
Oh.
the Avril.
We now know
mostly
today.
know, yeah.
Why you guys save this for a podcast?
It's not
I
enough
like
to be a
that.
podcast.
Okay. They just did it, Carrie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there it is.
We
There's
did
Isn't
a
that
word
an
bit.
internal word bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
A turducken.
So that's the duck or the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, Edward and his brother Duncan were on the USS Eldridge in 1943 when it was transported forward in time to 1983, where they promptly jumped off
Just
the ship.
tuck and roll.
Probably.
And they roll into the water.
And they swam to shore. To Montauk? Was it near
Yes.
Montauk? Is that what? Okay.
Ooh,
Which
cold
is-
water, baby.
Which
Yeah.
there was a Army base, naval base, some sort of military establishment called Camp Hero.
Great name.
Camp Hero.
Okay.
That's it.
Jack
You're
turned into a
welcome.
show tune
Jingle for you guys.
somehow.
And
For
we'll talk.
free.
So, like I said, this was August 12th, now 1983. They hung around in Montauk for a while. The military brought them into Camp Hero
Okay.
and obviously brought them into the Montauk Project, which we'll talk about. But then the military sent them back through the wormhole on a mission to destroy the equipment that created the wormhole
So
on the 1943 side.
wait, they went to 1983, and that's when they jumped ship, and the military knew all about it, and sent them back to 43 to destroy. Okay,
Yep.
I'm having trouble with
We need diagrams.
time.
Yep.
Time travel is always a
It
dicey, dangerous proposition.
It is very. Well, they did complete their mission, but that didn't stop the government from continuing to do experiments on portals to the future.
Does it ever?
In fact, some people believe they're still doing these experiments today.
Where?
I'd believe it.
Area 51,
It's
Yes.
a secret, Dean.
Downey, California. I'm thinking. El
Probably.
Cerrito,
Bakersfield.
Bakersfield, possibly.
You never
Where's
know.
that one place? In San
Tidbit
Francisco?
restaurant? Oh.
Tidbit. Yeah, that one is definitely in the running.
Allegedly.
No,
We
it's
got to do
that
that.
place in the woods where all the rich white men go and you garden something grove. Something cove.
Oh, Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian
Mama
Grove.
got it.
San Francisco.
Yes,
Carrie wins.
there,
I don't think so.
there.
No, that's just for pedophiles.
You're right.
Oh, damn.
That's just the truth.
That's just
anyway, that's a story for another podcast.
We'll do another weird world.
The
on that one.
Bohemian Grove pedophile ring.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So,
well, that's
Al-
another weird bit we just did.
There we go.
Thank you. You're welcome.
That's the chicken.
Okay, there we go. We have the turducken now.
So,
Hello.
Al Bielek, I'm thinking, because I don't know time, but I mean, I do know time. Anyhow,
What's
Al-
the 6 mean? Is that 30?
What's 5 plus 25?
Al Bielek was de-aged, which means they quickly made him age backwards to a baby.
Benjamin Button.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
they Benjamin Buttoned him. His memory was wiped.
Wait, they
Kind of.
de-aged Al to a baby?
Yeah.
Well,
all
he
the-
was Edward Cameron.
Yes.
Huh?
So they
Oh,
de-aged
yeah.
him back to like whatever 1920 or something.
No,
like
no,
that.
no. Back to whatever year.
Yeah.
He was born.
in 1988, he was 57. So
Yeah.
what year would he have been born in?
31.
Yeah. So,
Okay, so yeah, 31.
But okay, go ahead because I have a problem with that.
well,
He'd be a 12-year-old in the Navy.
yeah, I was gonna say, wait, how did he?
Okay, so
Wait, 31 and then 44.
they didn't
Go ahead.
de-age Al Bielek. They
Okay.
de-aged Edward Cameron.
Edward Cameron was the person on the Eldridge in 1943 when the Philadelphia experiment occurred.
Got
correct?
getting
The
sent
sale.
up to 1983.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and
And
then
then
he's
he
the
got
one.
off.
And Edward
Wait.
Cameron came to 83 in that tuck and roll from the
Correct.
With his brother.
Yeah.
with his brother.
Yes.
And then they got
And
sent
then-
by the government back in
Back.
time.
And then thought his name was Al Bielek somehow.
That
No.
comes later.
No.
Wait.
It would have to come in 83, right?
Yeah,
Or
wait. When does he turn into Al Bielek?
yeah, he's the same
That's
person.
what I'm going to explain
okay.
to you right
sorry.
now.
Sorry, Carrie. Sorry.
We got to get the timeline straight.
Yeah,
it's
we do.
confusing, as you
can't
know.
Get,
We
you
do need the
can't
timeline.
get the timeline
Oh.
straight because
It doesn't make
he's
sense.
there in 83 and he's there in 43
Mm-hmm.
and you can't think of it in linear
Well, what
Okay.
I'm
You
I'm
just
trying to
can't. You
figure out
can't.
is when was he de-aged? He was
Yes.
de-aged when he got sent back,
in the
right?
80s
In 83 or 84, whatever.
because the
I
Montauk
see.
Project people
Okay.
Whoop, there it
at
is.
whatever point Edward Cameron is in 1980s
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
they de-age him to turn him back into a baby.
Uh-huh. What year is he a baby?
When does that matter?
It does matter a lot.
That's a good question.
It's a great question because if he's Al Bielek, we know was 57 years old in 1988 when he made this discovery of when he had this regression and figured out he was Edward Cameron. Al Bielek was born therefore in 1931. Edward Cameron was a member of the United States Navy in 1943, meaning if he was born in 1931, he'd be 12 years old. He
Yeah.
could maybe pass because he has some facial hair.
No, because Edward Cameron was born in the 20s, went into the Navy,
Okay.
did his deal.
Okay.
He gets transported in time, and then mad scientists
Yes. Okay.
de-age him, and they must have sent him back in time
Before he was actually before Al Bielek was born, but Al Bielek is Edward Cameron.
to
Yes.
1931. And they gave him they gave this baby to the Bielek family to raise.
I see.
Because they had recently lost a baby boy.
Okay.
Oh, bye-bye,
But
baby.
wouldn't that mean Edward Cameron never existed?
No, because he already existed.
So
Because
there's
this
two.
is after
So
he
there's
was
two.
already
There's
born.
got to be two then.
Technically, yes.
There's going to be two Edward Camerons.
Sure, sounds like it.
One is born in 23, and he's in the Navy in 43. But one is the Edward Cameron who's going to become Al Bielek, which means for a while there, that family had two sons named Edward Cameron who were the same person, just different ages.
That's weird.
They would have had to have, because otherwise he's somebody
But they
different
weren't
family.
both named Edward Cameron.
No, they
because
weren't. But they
when he
were.
went to the Bielek family, they named him Al.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So-
he was originally.
So that means there are two
clone.
overlapping. There's one
Yeah.
Edward Cameron with the Bielek, started in 1931 as a baby, and there's one Edward Cameron who's at that time, 7 or 8,
Yep.
9 years old, who's going to later join the Navy.
Yeah.
So he was not really born in 1931. He was
So he-
Correct.
assigned to a family in
Correct.
1931.
So then he's going to tuck and roll in 1983. Edward Cameron, the one who was
Original
20-ish,
one.
the original one, original Ed, they call him.
So
Yeah.
confused.
And then Al Bielek, though, he's now 52 or 3, whatever it is, in 1983 when that happens. Unknowing his alter self is part now of the Montauk Project.
Yeah.
But he has also been, Al Bielek, who remembers this in 1988, was also part of the Montauk Project. So there were two Edward Camerons being part of the Montauk Project, if he's correct. Right?
Kind of.
Because
Yeah,
the one
although
was
I don't-
one was brought forth in this time portal, and one was doing some kind of experimentations and stuff
Yes,
like that.
although I don't know if Al Bielek is remembering doing this as Al Bielek.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
not. He's remembering doing it as Edward Cameron.
Because he's technically the
Because
same person.
Al
I
Bielek
see.
had his life as, I don't know,
As Al
a
Bielek.
refrigerator repairman or whatever he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Let's say refrigerator.
I
Let's
made
go with
that up.
Let's
But
say, no, I-
He's the one who called you and said, "Is your refrigerator running?" He made a career
he
out of it.
actually, he
And
he,
if it's not, I'll be right over to repair it.
he found it.
Yes.
Yeah,
He said,
found
and
it.
then I'm gonna catch it.
So, I mean,
So maybe, just perhaps, what we think is the problem with time travel, like if you go back in time and meet yourself, what the universe explodes,
Yeah.
is not true.
Well,
There can be two people.
That's
the same person existing
yeah, I know.
twice at the
We
same
don't
time.
know.
Who
You
the
know-
fudge
Thing.
says not?
Yeah, TV and movies.
I know.
Yeah, I
Plenty
know.
of
That's a very well known trope in TVs and movies.
Exactly.
But
But
it's
it's not
just a
based
trope.
on anything.
Yeah.
No, of
But
course
there's
it's not.
science.
You know why? Because it's.
But there's also plenty of other
Yes, it
times where
happened
people do meet their
With
double.
Except
the
to Al.
Philadelphia experiment
Yeah,
and the
okay.
Montauk Project.
That's true.
Duh.
I forgot about that in one instance, but otherwise, yeah. There's
Yeah.
there's no verified cases that we saw, two people meet and shake hands and blow up.
Or
Correct.
yeah,
Matter,
the
antimatter.
fabric of space time ripple
Exactly.
around them.
Ripped. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Fringe. According to the TV show Fringe, there would be some bad things happening.
Yeah.
But I
and
don't
I
know.
disagree with Fringe.
Oh,
and
geez, that's a bold statement.
yeah.
Sorry.
Damn.
Because, hey, maybe that's the explanation for doppelgangers.
Oh yeah.
Maybe, but
I
then
like it. I like
wouldn't
it.
that also explain why bad things always happen when you meet your doppelganger?
Do
Do
they?
they?
Yes, that's part of the
Yeah.
fucking trope. We're just talking about tropes.
Yeah, but
We did a whole podcast on it.
Emma saw her doppelganger at Disneyland and nothing bad happened.
Rachel tells me she sees my doppelganger probably once a week.
When did I see my doppelganger at Disneyland?
You were two.
In line for the Tower of Terror.
Oh, rest in peace.
I have zero recollection.
Oh,
of
I
this.
have pictures of it.
Do you know
I'll
why
show
you have no recollections? Because the doppelganger
timeline
erased your
split. Oh my
memory.
God, I'm
no,
not-
they erased your memory.
you
I'm-
can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
The
erased your
timeline
memory.
goes, huh?
Yeah.
Do you guys
Was Rob
remember
Lowe
that?
de-aged? Because I feel like he was.
What do you
I feel
mean?
like every year he's de-
He wishes
he
he
looks like
was.
he's 29.
No,
So he
no,
could
no,
hit
no.
on 16
Rob
year olds.
Lowe has aged.
Oh, okay.
You know
Yeah,
who hasn't
he
aged?
doesn't.
He does that.
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd is
That's
not aged.
very
Paul
true.
Rudd
He
is
has.
de-aged. No,
Has, but very
no.
slightly.
Yeah.
He's aged well, but he's aged.
I mean, they
y'all.
can't perfect it, but they de-age him every year, and he goes back like 9 months. So he's
That's
barely
just
aged.
called Botox.
No, I
no.
don't think he.
Dare you
Botox.
say that about Paul Rudd?
Okay. I guarantee you he has had some sort of cosmetic something.
Carrie.
I mean, come on
Disown
now.
him.
No shame, no hate.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
Yeah,
with
I
that.
don't. I'm gonna get it one day.
deny that.
I
about Paul
do
Rudd.
it. Believe in
you.
yourself. Anyway, Al Bielek probably had some too.
So
Bringing
Al
it back.
Bielek lived his whole life.
I know you guys. I'm still on the first page.
Well, we
know
have
what?
some
It's not
we
my
have
fault.
some questions about time. We just want to understand
Okay,
it.
well, you want to blow your mind even further?
Well, maybe.
So he was de-aged, turned into a baby. His memory was wiped, and then he was basically forced to live as Al Bielek, which he did. Also, in the early 1960s, when he was Edward Cameron, whatever.
Yeah.
He had to convince his father to have another child.
Creepy.
So they could port his brother Duncan's consciousness from 1983 into the new baby brother born in. I thought it was born in 1963. I saw something else that baby was born in 1951, but they brought
Whoa.
the consciousness. They brought Duncan's consciousness to the new child in 1963. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Kind of does, but
Because those are
he's
very
either born in
different.
51 or 63. Not he can't be born both.
I'm
years.
going to go with
I know, but it
63
doesn't
because
really
that's when
matter.
the porting happened.
Let's go 63.
And
Because I doubt they just had a baby in water for like 12 years.
Yeah, that's a
just
long
waiting.
no, he wasn't in water. He was
83
living
was
his
the-
life.
Whatever.
83. So he was Duncan, and Duncan was Edward Cameron's brother, who was, let's say, 2 years younger. And so he was born in 1925, and he's 18 in 1943 in the Navy when he gets transported to 83. And so then they decided they need a second Duncan, or they need him. Why do they need Duncan to
No,
go back?
they need a new body for him because he'd be
But
too
why?
old, right?
I don't really know why they decided they needed to do it.
okay.
Just maybe
For fun.
because they could to try it.
Maybe.
But
maybe.
this new
Yeah,
Duncan
experiments.
was called a walk-in soul.
A walk-in
What does that
soul.
mean?
Up the property value of the home.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, you
That's a
guys.
fact.
Okay, so as gals going to these UFO.
Wait, did you say gals? Did you say the word gals?
Did you say gals?
No,
Yeah,
we're,
you did.
We're pretty sure
No,
you
you
said
did.
gals, Carrie.
Roll the
Let's play that back.
said
As these
As-
gals are going to the UFO. Wait, yeah, you 100% did. Okay. Because it's not like gals, and
As Al
we're gonna hate on
is
you.
going to these UFO conferences and just telling his story. Somebody else catches the wind of it.
Some dames, maybe some dames, or some with some gams.
Somebody else who also worked at Camp Hero during Montauk Project days.
What year was this? I mean,
Decided to tell his story. Okay, it was late 80s, early 90s when Al started going to the UFO conferences.
got it.
So you
Okay.
just
That's the
decide.
year.
You give yourself a year.
What year
I'm gonna
is
say
this?
1990.
Sure, bitch.
Sure.
You are partial.
No,
to
you
that
said
year.
someone else had these memories. When did that person come forward?
It in the late 80s,
late
early
80s,
90s.
early 90s.
Oh, it's at the period after Al started talking about it at UFO
Yes.
conferences. Okay, well, I wanted a little more precision, but that's
We
fine.
can't.
His name is Preston Nichols.
Preston Nichols.
And-
Preston Nichols.
You all may have heard of him because he wrote a
No.
book called The Montauk Project's Experiments in Time.
Nobody's
Oh,
heard
Oh,
of
yeah.
him.
Yeah, I actually
Let's
read that.
assume everyone's heard of him.
It's assigned reading in college.
Yeah.
This is very
high
well known.
school.
There's
1992.
Jack Kerouac. There's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and there's that book.
You read Native
Basically.
Son
You
and you
basically-
read that.
I believe it was published in 1992.
Okay.
So he wrote about the secret experiments conducted at the Montauk Project and said that in the 1970s, he worked with Bielek on a specific project called the Montauk Chair.
Bielek.
Montauk chair.
Okay, so Bielek's like a scientist and refrigerator repairman. But he's working
don't
with
know.
them. So Bielek was working as
maybe I
some
was
kind of an
wrong.
experimenter
I
or
thought-
something like that?
Yeah, I thought Bielek didn't work, but maybe he did.
Well, he
I
must
don't
have. If
know.
Preston
He
says
must
so.
have.
So Preston and Bielek were colleagues doing these experiments.
Or maybe he's calling
Are-
him Bielek because that's who he is now, but it was really Edward
Cameron.
Cameron.
Yeah.
Are again.
Wait.
as
I can't be positive.
There was Edward Cameron and Al Bielek are working on the Montauk Project because Al Bielek in '88 had these memories.
Yeah. I don't know. I might have made a big mistake.
No, I don't think
Well,
you did.
wait,
Gary.
no. I don't think you
I think it was
did.
you who made the mistake. But go ahead.
So anyway, in
what
this
was Al Bielek
in the
doing?
Montauk chair, it used electromagnetics to amplify psychic powers.
You know.
As you will.
And Duncan, the walk-in soul version, born either in the 50s or the 60s, had pretty powerful psychic powers. And so he was used a lot in the Montauk experiments.
And these were younger boys that were used in the
Young
experiments?
boys.
Well,
Young
then
boys.
that implies Duncan was indeed born in 63, because if he was in the mid-late 70s, when he's doing these experiments, he'd be the right age.
Yeah.
In 51,
Yeah.
he'd be too old.
Yeah.
Boom. We
so
did
63, boom,
There
go.
we go.
So Duncan could manifest objects just by thinking about them while sitting
it.
in the
Bitch,
Montauk
me too.
chair.
That's-
Didn't I just talk about the cheat codes?
That's
Wait, you've
manifest-
done
That's
that?
literally what that
cheat
is.
codes.
You've done it.
no.
Okay, then. So,
I'm just gonna stare at a mirror and say 571 131 for
Yeah.
4 minutes,
Okay.
and then there's gonna be money in the sink.
oh, that's cool.
That's what TikTok has led me to believe. So Montauk Project, I don't need you.
Money in the sink?
Money in the sink. Why
the
not?
Money
I'm doing it in
wherever
the
you
mirror.
are,
Wherever you
or
are,
in your
it's
bank
good.
account, or it'll come in a
just put it
week or
directly
so.
in my bank account.
It's like, oh my God, there's money in my bank account. Oh,
I don't-
there was already money in my bank account, but still, I'm going to go ahead with this is the reason why.
I don't know if my third eye has direct deposit.
Yeah.
Well-
I have to set it up. I have to submit the paperwork first.
We have a family member who believes in the whole third eye.
We
stuff.
do. We do.
I'm kidding. We're not okay. We don't need to talk about him.
So,
It'll get dark.
speaking of eyes, there was also an experiment called the seeing eye.
That, by the way, Carrie, professional level segue right there.
Uh-huh.
That was
Thank you.
very good.
So, Duncan, I don't know if he had to be sitting in the chair to do this or not, but
Oh, I would guess so.
he could hold an object of a person's or perhaps a lock of their hair, which, is used quite often.
Yeah.
And stuff.
DNA.
Duncan
In
could
what? Used quite often by whom?
Magic
for
spells.
psychics and spells. Sure. Or toenail.
In government research? Like what?
Now, you always hear about the lock of the hair. You
Yeah.
need it to, or like
Yeah,
demonology.
that's true.
Or
Hair is
Yeah.
very
It
Says
powerful.
it's a piece
Yeah.
of you.
I think it's the DNA factor. They just didn't know the DNA thing until modern
DNA
times.
is a piece of you.
I know. So
Yeah.
it could also be
We're
someone's
saying the
finger
same
or,
thing.
something
Hair
like that.
just
But hair is just
easily-
easy. Yeah.
Yeah. But it could be an object, but theoretically, if it's your object, your
Well,
DNA
Skin
is
cells.
on
Not
Skin
really.
cells, yeah.
Not if it's just a lock of your hair. You need to have the root.
Okay.
Follicle.
That's
okay,
just
Bill,
the truth.
Okay, Bill Nye.
No, bitch. That's just the truth.
it. Anyway, if Duncan was holding somebody's hair or object, he could concentrate on that person and he could be able to see as if he was seeing through their eyes,
I don't like that.
and he could hear what they were hearing and feel what they were feeling.
So he John Malkovich them.
Yes.
Flight of the Navigator.
That's impressive.
And he could do this with anybody anywhere on the planet.
Damn.
Wow, that's
Did he have to
pretty
know them or, know, right?
He had to hold the lock of their
as long as he
hair.
had their object.
Yeah.
Okay, got
Yeah.
it. Duh.
Damn. That's powerful, man.
So if you got like the Soviet Union's leader's hair, you could potentially go in on that secret Politburo
Yes.
meeting and
That's why
find
they're
out all
all
kinds
bald.
of secrets
Yes.
and shit like
So
that.
this was a valuable experiment for
Very
the government to
valuable.
undertake, wasn't it?
It was indeed.
It's all making sense, guys.
That's how they did all the shit that they did in Latin America.
Maybe. What?
The government,
But what did they do?
What did they do?
the deposing all of democratically elected leaders to install.
I think they did that with the
sycophant
hair.
puppets.
I think they did that without hair, though. I feel like that was more, corruption and
Both.
yeah.
Yeah. Too
But
bad
que
he
no
couldn't also manipulate them, make them do stuff. Then
They like
then
hit themselves with their hand, and they can't have to use their
Yeah.
other hand to stop it. But then their other hand he can control as well.
Oh my god.
But then you could go back and nobody would have to kill Hitler. You
No.
just make him commit suicide.
Well, they did,
That's how
Carrie.
he
They
did.
did. They just waited way too long.
No, they had to eventually. They didn't have the technology until then, and then
No,
it was not
because remember they had a
precise enough.
time portal. They could have
But
gone
they-
back
that-
whenever they wanted to.
They
Some
did destroy
kinks
it.
to work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. They couldn't go back past 1945.
It's not
That was-
foolproof,
Yeah.
guys.
that makes sense.
Anyhow, in addition to Duncan being experimented on as a child at Camp Hero, there were others.
So Duncan was
Most
being
unfortunately.
Duncan was being experimented upon, and that was the brother of Edward Cameron. But Al Bielek worked there, so
Maybe.
his quasi brother was being experimented upon while he worked there.
Yeah.
Well, that's a dick move.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
break your brother out, man.
He doesn't know he's his brother.
But when he was Al Bielek,
that's
he
right.
didn't have Cameron's.
Oh, gotcha. He didn't have that
Memories.
until the regression
Correct.
in 1988.
Yeah.
Got it. Never mind.
So they also brought in other boys called the Montauk Boys.
Well, creative.
Damn.
Jack's just a cultural critic now for everything. Okay, well,
What?
that's embarrassing. I could have thought of 6 better names.
You probably.
Well, some of these
He-
boys.
he's trying right now, by the way. Just
Montauk
FYI. He's
motherfuckers.
trying right now to think of better names, and he's like,
The Montauk minis. No.
oh my god! So it turns out Montauk Boys is actually pretty good.
I just
the Montauk Miners.
man, because then you think they have shovels.
You
and-
guys should have seen her face.
Yeah,
really
she
proud
was
of it.
very proud of herself there, self-satisfied. I think the Montauk Boys is a perfectly fine name.
Well, that's just because you have a screenplay in the works called The Montauk Boys that you haven't told anyone about until just now.
Yes, but they're an Irish jug band, so
Oh,
it's very
God.
different.
Jug band.
What is joke?
The
band?
Irish band in Montauk.
No, it's different. It's totally just weird coincidence of the name
So
Montauk.
some of these
Montauk, Ireland.
Montauk Boys were sent through a portal into unknown space-time.
Oh, purposely, or is that they're just saying where they're going to go?
I don't know.
Unknown space time. That sounds.
That's what it means.
That sounds
Unknown.
messed up.
I would imagine it's
so we
because
don't
they couldn't control
So we
it.
lost
Yeah.
them. So we don't know what happened to those. They could have gone to caveman days, dinosaur
Yes.
days.
It's like annihilation.
Yes.
damn, poor
Yeah.
guys. Can you imagine just popping up and it's like full on Tyrannosaurus Rex
Yeah.
territory? That would suck. Although it
I
was
don't
like
know. Little boys might think it's really cool.
Yeah.
little boys might think it's really cool. Okay, before they get eaten in those 30
And
seconds. Okay,
they were also subjected to mind control experiments.
that's not
Cute.
good.
They had subconscious demands implanted into their little brains.
I don't like
That's
that.
not nice.
That's
to
called
make them do
grooming.
things.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
that's
fuck with
terrible.
Very terrible.
I've noticed you said Montauk boys. They're all boys. There's no girls recruited.
From what I understand, all boys.
Damn, that sounds a little Bohemian Grove-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
does.
By the way, I know nothing is Bohemian Grove thing. Allegedly on the Bohemian Grove thing.
We
Just
ain't
FYI.
name any names. We don't have to
I
say that shit.
Pizzagate them. So
So you probably won't be shocked when I tell you other Long Island men have come forward to say they also have uncovered memories of being abducted from their homes and being brought to Camp Hero for experimentation.
damn.
I believe all of them.
And we will talk about some in a little while.
Not right now, though.
Not right now.
a tease.
This foreshadowing.
Okay.
Duncan was apparently experimented on for several years, and eventually he was able to travel to other times and places and even other planets. He traveled to Mars.
Oh, I want to go.
I would like to go to Mars.
And then immediately died in the 4.5 seconds.
In
You
his
know?
mind.
Oh,
you
he's
know, like,
astral projecting.
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Got
yes,
it.
yes, yes.
Got it.
Come on now.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
So when you're
Well,
when you're
but maybe not.
projecting your what is it, your soul, your consciousness, whatever.
It would be just a a projection of your consciousness.
Do you have a spacesuit? Do you need a spacesuit?
You don't need a
No, you don't
spacesuit.
need- Okay. Okay. I'm too grounded in the real
As
world.
long
I
as your
apologize.
Yes, you
your
are.
body
You need to
Is where it
open
needs
your
to be.
mind.
I need to open my third eye.
You do.
Okay.
Your pineal gland.
My
People,
Well-
that's what people say it is.
do people say that?
I know. I stopped because I got sad because people really say that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, other claims about stuff going on at the Montauk Project. They had Mach 12 maglev trains that connected
Nice.
all the
Those are
Montauk
words.
sister bases throughout North America.
Nice.
I want a list.
I don't have one because they are top secret
Okay.
Yeah, we
That is
can't
true.
government
that.
sites.
Hey, Mitch McConnell, give me the list.
Venmo request you the
Stick your head out of your shell and give me the list.
Truly, though, or I'll knock you on your back and you won't be able to get up.
decrepit little turtle.
I don't think he has the clearance for
I don't
this
think he does
knowledge.
either.
Fuck that. He is.
No,
Okay,
but
fine.
I see him at Bohemian Grove get together.
You know,
I could
yes.
Yes,
very well see that
absolutely. He's
happening.
at Bohemian Grove.
Hunt it.
I don't think.
Mm,
Squirrel.
I do, Carrie.
Anyhow, they had 2 experiments called dream sleep and deep sleep.
That's just the first one's just sleep.
I was going to say, yeah.
You know what? The second one's just sleep.
That's
Also,
just called the REM
No,
cycles.
it involved controlling people's minds and even recording their dreams in audio and in color.
that would be boss.
It would be neat. I wish. Well, I don't know.
No.
As long as you got to see the dreams first and could, edit them or something like that.
Edit
for
them.
public
And,
exposure.
and an app on your phone.
Yeah.
That'd be neat.
That would
I
be,
don't-
so you could see your dreams. There was a movie,
No.
1983.
Yes,
Sure.
sir.
Brainstorm, called Brainstorm with Cliff Robinson and your
Helen
favorite,
Hunt.
Carrie's fave, one of Carrie's faves. We're going to do an
Emma
episode on her
Thompson.
one of these days.
I know who Natalie Wood.
Natalie Wood.
Natalie
Her
Wood.
last
My
movie.
twin.
In
And
fact,
who
I think
else?
she died during the Christopher Walken.
Yep.
That's why he was on the boat
She died during the making of that
She
movie.
tried.
Did you know
when she
that
died.
I look
I
like
know.
Natalie Wood?
You
Did I know
don't,
what?
bitch.
That I look like Natalie Wood. Not so much these days, but I look like Natalie Wood, and we're the same astrological sign.
You know why I
Damn,
knew that?
that's not a coincidence.
because you look like Natalie Wood.
Because my mom looked like Natalie Wood, and I was told when I was a teenager I looked like Natalie Wood.
I think more of a baby.
Hey guys,
And I was told that in 1984,
when she died,
which is the year after she died.
Was I
Hollywood,
dating you yet?
Natalie Wood biopic,
No, you weren't
Emma
dating
Rose
me.
Worley, play her.
Okay.
That's all I would like to say. Move on.
Uh-huh.
Montauk victims often.
Wait, so the dream thing was just one of the things he, Al,
One of the projects.
remember that working on was one of the, okay.
They dabbled in it, or was this that other motherfucker, Preston?
Yeah, was this Preston or
Preston
Al?
Nichols.
These are just reports of these were projects.
Oh, from all the everybody.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Montauk victims often have family members who are involved in military special projects or special forces,
Montauk, the kids they kidnapped?
and
were-
or
Are you surprised?
some
Really?
level of involvement with the Freemason.
Wait,
Network.
if they're in this nefarious conspiracies usually, they wouldn't kidnap their own, and that's kind of their own. Those are the kids of
Yeah,
right?
Maybe
That
they
seems
were
weird.
providing their kids for the project.
They needed an accessible
Wow, that's
pool of children.
Yes.
That's quite the entry
Yeah.
fee. A child, as a matter of fact, if you want to be
Yes.
on the club.
Hey,
Some
not even
people
just your
fucking do
firstborn.
it. Yeah.
You know, we'd probably do it. Carrie?
Well, we got a couple spares.
We do.
That is true. Replaceable.
You guys are, let's be honest, you guys are replaceable.
That's why you have
I
4.
am so special.
That's why the government needs you.
I mean, I'm talking if they came
be
to us and
special
said
to
we could
government.
we could manufacture things out of, we'd give you to them.
Me
as-
specifically?
any of you. You know
Maybe
what? Honestly,
you have
all
the
of you.
most psychic potential.
I
there you go.
100%.
You're the
Okay,
sex.
all
What's
right.
what's that bitch name? Oh, 11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely the
Yes.
11
Which
of this family.
ding ding ding.
When you hear that ding, 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 you know we'll bring it back.
We will. Oh, got it. No, I did not know that until just now, but I like that idea.
I know.
So if we're going to do, if we make
callback.
any kind of a reference that we're going to talk about it later, we just go ding, ding, ding.
Uh-huh. So the
Okay,
Montauk
from now
boys,
on.
ding ding.
Listeners,
ding.
tell us if you like that.
There are allegations that John F. Kennedy was still alive in 1984
Oh, shit.
in the original timeline before all
They went
the
back.
experimental shenanigans started happening. And he found out about the Montauk projects. Don't ask me why he had any sort of power still in 1984.
Well,
Because he was still, a famous dude.
Yeah.
Ex-president.
Yeah,
Just like Jimmy
ex-president.
Carter can tell any current president what to do, and it works. Same
I wish.
thing.
I mean, the Kennedy family is still a very powerful
That's
family.
true. That's
Anyhow, he found out about it, didn't like it one bit, and he ordered them shut down.
Good.
In 1984,
for
he
him.
ordered them shut down.
Yes.
Okay.
He's JFK. He can do that.
Yeah,
guess
he's
so.
supposed to be dead.
Again,
Yes.
as Jimmy Carter did with Trump, daily.
But maybe in the original timeline, Dean, ex-presidents had more power.
Oh, so is this a Mandela effect kind of a thing
Wait,
going
yeah,
on?
did you just insinuate that we're not in the original timeline
That's
anymore?
what you kind of did.
We're definitely not.
So
You
there's
know
a timeline
what?
where
That's
JFK
right.
lived to 84.
Yes.
But then he pissed people off by...
The Montauk Project people,
Oh, and they
Yeah.
killed him again?
in order to prevent...
No, they killed him for the first time.
In
Oh, yeah,
order
you're right.
to prevent JFK from shutting down the Montauk Project,
Okay.
they sent back assassins to kill him, then Oswald, because he was the one, right?
Here's the
Right.
thing.
He was the one.
Here's the thing. Did JFK found out about it on a Wednesday in 1984. They could have gone back to Tuesday in 1984 and killed him then and prevented all this from being shut down, as opposed to
No.
21 years previous.
That's too close. You got to throw off
You got to
the-
go back.
the scent, you know?
Gotcha,
You got to go
gotcha,
back and make it
gotcha.
seem like it was unrelated.
Okay. Gary's like, I don't fucking know.
And also Jack Ruby, and then all of the witnesses.
Oh.
Wow.
My
the
brain...
babushka lady?
It took several trips
I
was
would
like,
think
when
so.
I heard the name Jack, I was like,
from
what?
the 80s
I
to
heard-
the 60s.
My brain heard Jack Kirby.
Kirby, the
Oh.
Spider-Man?
I don't know.
I think something
I
like
The
don't know.
comic book
Batman.
author.
No. He was...
I don't fucking know what he did.
I'm gonna
Now
look
you're
it
going
up
to...
now.
Oh, man, I shouldn't have said
It's
that. Now he's
pissing me
going to
off.
Google
Yes.
shit. Anyway, is not the right man.
Yes. So
No,
anyhow,
different.
and thereby altering everybody's perception of reality.
A lot. A
Quite a bit.
lot.
Altering
Yeah.
world history.
Yep.
Jack Kirby's real name is Jacob Kurtzberg. By the way.
Great. This has become the third weird bit.
Captain America.
No.
He worked for Marvel Comics.
Okay.
No.
Moving
Sorry.
on.
Go ahead.
Preston Nichols' bosses at the Montauk Project told him to turn on the Montauk chair and then leave it on. And it needed to stay on at least until August 12th, 1983.
Specific.
Very specific.
Yes.
It's a warm-up kind of a thing?
Because this was how they created the time wormhole between 43 and 83. They needed 2 time travel machines turned on at both ends, one at both ends.
That makes sense.
And that's how Edward and Duncan came from 43 through the portal to 83.
Okay.
All right.
Very impressive coordination.
Yes.
Why not? You know, someone's got to do it.
That's true.
And then Preston Nichols, it was his job to keep the 1943 Duncan away from the walk-in soul Duncan.
Oh, separate for a long time.
Yeah.
As long as he can.
And it became very difficult. The whole thing was very difficult.
Oh, I smell some comedic montage.
Oh my God.
Like they're almost meeting, and they're walking in the door, and he's walking out the door, and he's got to go and distract him and shit. Like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they decided that
Walking
time
on
travel was
sunshine.
just too dangerous to mess around with. So
Now they decide.
After they killed Kennedy and everyone else involved in that, and lots of other things.
hindsight.
You know, should we really killed a president 21 years ago? I guess.
So Nichols and his colleagues decided to shut down the project.
He had that much power?
Wow, so he was a bigwig, Preston.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
impressive.
this is from his book. I'm going to read an excerpt now.
Oh,
The contingency program was activated by someone approaching Duncan while he was in the chair and simply whispering, "The time is now."
oh, I like that.
I don't like that at all.
That is, you know what that is? That's your pinch plot point in the page. I'm going to say 80 or so, 7 in, and it switch, and then later you have your never mind.
Oh no, guys, he's doing industry talk.
At this moment,
That's a key moment though.
it is very.
It changes things.
At this moment, he let loose a monster from his subconscious, and the transmitter actually portrayed a hairy monster.
A hairy monster.
It was a big, hairy, hungry, and nasty.
Oof. Damn. Big, hairy, hungry. And
Yes.
Steve Bannon?
I don't like those words
Apparently,
together.
it would eat anything it could find, and
Steve
it
Bannon?
smashed everything in sight.
Steve
And-
Bannon?
Several people saw it, but almost everyone described a different beast.
Ooh, I like that too. That's a good twist.
Bird Box,
I'm
baby.
assuming since it was manifested from Duncan's
little boy.
mind. Yeah. Like his nightmare monster.
His
Right.
big, hairy, hungry
Maybe
nightmare monster.
everybody saw their scary nightmare monster.
Right.
It,
Like-
yes, it's been the part of a plot of many science fiction shows, but that's still a good little twist.
It's like,
It
like
is.
Monsters Inc., but dark vibes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
like that. I like that.
Individualized.
And
So
then
I think Star Trek had an episode
Probably.
along those lines. I think.
I bet you H.P. Lovecraft had a little bitch like this.
Nah, he
Maybe
did not.
Mary too.
well, Nichols then smashed all the equipment that powered the Montauk chair.
Wow.
You know,
And all the employees were brainwashed to forget.
including him apparently.
Yeah.
And in
Well, so he had to order his own brainwashing.
yeah.
I would
So
too.
I
who
would.
wasn't brainwashed?
I would Man in Black.
Nobody.
fuck
I
out of
bet you
myself.
even the
Employee A.
person
Yeah,
who
maybe they could
do it
turn
to
on-
One
themselves.
guy has
No.
to be. Well, still, there's got to be
Flash your
knowledge about.
stuff.
Well, I thought you said earlier, a while ago, you said that there's allegations that it went on past this period. So someone
true.
knew about it if
That's
that's true.
true. Yeah.
That last guy, it's like fucking Prometheus. That last guy
Yeah.
ended up being the evil one, and he's like, "I have another plan, bitches," and
Yeah.
kept it.
Might be Nikola Tesla. And he's
Spoiler
still
alert!
alive.
Sorry.
That
Yeah.
guy's never
Did you just
gonna
spoil
die.
Prometheus?
You
That
know
movie
what?
literally came out almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's okay.
We're fine.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Let's do Sixth Sense now. No. Okay.
Ding ding.
And the lower levels of the base were filled in with cement.
Cement.
When you said
I
that,
thought-
Carrie,
Yeah.
you could maybe be careful.
Cement. Let's
They
add an
filled
A
it with
there.
Let's not
cum.
cement.
The monster
Because that would be hard.
that Duncan
Ding, ding.
manifested
Yeah.
Yeah.
to
Yes.
smash everything up.
Was it Godzilla?
No, it's big and hairy.
No, it was big hairy.
The big hairy
Bigfoot.
monster.
Big hairy, hungry, nasty monster.
I
No.
think they'd say
Scarier.
Bigfoot if it was Bigfoot.
Yeah.
They'd say
King
Bigfoot.
Kong.
No, stop it. It's nothing we know. It's a big,
No.
hairy, hungry monster. It's Steve Bannon.
Nothing copywritten.
But
Fine.
in July 2008, interestingly enough,
Yes.
Of what year?
2008.
Oh, sorry.
She said that.
In my head, I was thinking July 8th.
I don't know why.
that's my
I don't
problem.
know which day of
Or
July.
maybe some months of July, there's 2008 days. I've heard it both ways.
Yes.
The carcass of a
Well,
beaked,
during that
hairless creature washed up on the shores of Montauk.
Ooh.
3 friends found the animal at Ditch Plains Beach.
Ditch Plains Beach.
Yeah.
That's just 3 random nouns.
Literally.
At Oven Hardware Speaker.
Which is located just 4 miles west of Camp Hero.
What a coincidence.
Local newspapers speculated that the corpse washed up from Plum Island.
Ooh, yeah,
Love
we've heard of that.
Plum Island.
I like that one.
I like
First of
that
all,
name.
delicious. No, actually, I don't like plums. But, but that's a very famous place, too.
I prefer Honeycrisp Apple Island.
I personally
Well-
like teriyaki beef jerky island.
They believe this Montauk monster was the result of an experiment from the government's secretive animal disease center.
There really is that.
On Plum Island.
has
I
a lot
know
of
there
toxic
is.
chemicals and things like that.
and they think that
chemicals.
some experiment went horribly wrong
As they are wont
As
to
they
do.
are wont.
They're
to
pretty
do.
much guaranteed
and
to.
created this horrible misshapen monster that
That washed up on the
died.
beach.
It was a
and then
turducken.
they just, I guess, dump him in the ocean.
Well, sure, because it's secret. Because
Yeah.
it's super top.
Maybe this one got away though.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, I think that one
And then
escaped.
It escaped.
And it
Yeah.
went into
and
the
they thought,
ocean.
Whistleblower. Snuck the
Whistleblower,
body out, but
whistle-
didn't want to be, the person who turned it in because he'd
Yeah.
get killed. So he just put it on the beach, hoping someone would find it, and they did go.
Although most experts, because I'm assuming people looked
Don't
at
ruin it, Carrie.
they pretty much agree that the Montauk monster was probably
Steve Bannon.
I got ding ding ding.
oh,
No,
Bannon.
that's the portent.
Yeah, Carrie.
You don't gotta
no,
do
you
that
don't have
every
to do it both-
time.
at
Yeah.
both
Oh,
ends.
okay.
No, huh?
Badly decomposed raccoon.
Raccoon.
A raccoon?
That's a bad.
I was-
Chupacabra. At least go
I said
chupacabra.
beaked. You said beaked.
Yeah, you did say
Raccoons
beaked.
I did.
Raccoons don't
Don't have beaks.
Platypus.
Platypus. Yeah.
I don't know. Well,
Chupacabra. No, they don't have beaks. Damn it. Bird.
Penguin.
Penguin.
A goose.
Benedict Cumberbatch would call penguin.
Penguin. You don't
Penguin.
even do
Penguin.
it right.
Penguin. What does he say?
A penguin.
A penguin.
He really said
Penguin.
penguin. the entire-
Penguin.
Wow.
Penguin.
like it ends in ing.
He said penicillin.
Damn. So it was.
I don't believe
well,
that.
You know
No,
what?
they're
We're
totally
not buying
fucking
it.
lying.
We think
That's
it
not a
was
raccoon.
a mutated dream creature.
Science is a liar
Damn.
sometimes.
Have you seen pictures?
I actually have, and I believe is a mutated dream creature. Are you going to show a picture on our social media and stuff? Like
Yeah,
that?
on Instagram, follow us. That's a ding ding.
It was probably a mermaid, and we just don't. I think our perception of what mermaids look like is really skewed. They don't look like
You're
what we think
obsessed
they
They
with
do.
don't look like
mermaids.
beautiful women.
They're real.
No,
Yes.
it's not all Peter Pan.
It's not all Ariel bullshit.
Here's the thing, audience. She really does at least partly believe mermaids and megalodon.
The real mermaids in
Well-
the real Peter Pan were scary looking creatures.
In the real
I'm
Peter
just
Pan?
saying,
You mean
yeah.
the book?
The earth,
Uh-huh.
the
Really?
oceans are so big, anything is possible.
That's true. And mermaids would have to be, we would assume, carnivores, so they'd have to
Yeah,
be...
they would eat meat.
got
They
some
would-
Not
teeth.
necessarily.
Because
No.
it's hard to make a living.
Yeah, they would be.
In the beach.
They'd
Are
probably
you
be
kidding?
omnivorous.
Their
but
size,
Do you know
they'd have
how
to be.
nutritious kelp is?
Carrie,
we don't have the digestive system
They're
to digest.
pescatarians.
they'd be
Mermaids do?
mammals, Carrie. We think maybe they're mammals, and mammals
mean
that
we don't have the
size would
digestive
guarantee
Because
be
I
carnivores,
believe
Carrie.
mermaids would be like, you know how whales and dolphins and shit came from other
Yes.
land-based mammals
Yeah.
that went back into the water.
It'd be a primate.
That's what mermaids,
Mermaids
are.
are.
A
Yeah.
primate that goes into the water, it's going to be carnivorous.
It's a bonobo with a
So-
fish.
Yes. With the, yeah.
Yep.
And that's
Okay.
going to eat some fish too,
They eat
sure, but
fish,
occasionally
yeah.
humans as well.
That's meat.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
I agree, but I don't know why
you're talking up kelp over here.
I'm
Yeah.
saying
to
this
the
shit's
fact
real.
that they're going to eat what? They're going to eat cats and dogs.
Maybe
and-
if they go in the water. Remember the Jaws scene in Jaws where the dog's not there anymore? It wasn't a shark, it was a mermaid.
It was a
Fact.
megalodon. Okay. They're real.
Well,
I don't happen to believe in mermaids.
Okay,
so.
fine.
they're stingrays.
Some other Montauk survivors
It's a lot of Montauk survivors at
Talked
this point
their-
who
yeah.
all eventually got their memories back.
talked about alien life forms.
Ah.
Some either might have been of like the typical gray with the big eyes,
The ET phone. Well,
but also weirder looking, like giant lizard people,
that's not that weird.
Carrie, kind of offensive
or
to the giant lizard people. That's
The New World Order.
kind of offensive.
what Hillary Clinton.
Oh,
What? Jesus Christ.
She's a lizard
That's
person.
what they say. That
Yeah.
She's a lizard person.
I feel like
What
that's
are
what you
talking
just
about?
said. And I,
Her and Justin Bieber.
and Queen Elizabeth.
Lizard people.
Justin Bieber.
Queen Elizabeth.
Queen
Get it?
Elizabeth. I
Eliz-
kind of believe that.
Little
Queen
2 years.
Elizabeth.
Yeah,
Lizard
that's not a
bit.
coincidence.
Or extra dimensional beings
I like
that
that.
appear in a humanoid shape made of hollow glass.
Ooh,
Well,
I like
that's
that.
That's
weird.
fun. I
That
like
is-
that
That is
one.
good. Glass
Oh,
people.
to be a glass lady.
That seems dangerous, brittle.
Borosilicate glass.
So it's like super, super heavy duty, unbreakable glass.
Yeah,
Okay,
Pyrex.
I like it. I like it. It'd be
You made it
heavy.
a Pyrex.
Tempered glass.
And but you see all their
Fiberglass.
organs and stuff. I don't
No.
I don't want that.
Glass. Those are glass too.
Oh, well,
You're just
I
glass.
guess so.
Well, Al Bielek, rest in peace, died in 2011.
Okay, that's sad.
But up until then, well, he was old.
That's true. He lived a
He
long
lived
life.
a
Carrie's-
long couple lives.
Carrie seems glad he's
Yeah.
dead. That seems.
No, I'm not. But
Alright.
he, be very, very old.
She's not
80.
that sad about it.
But
But
anyway-
can they just DH him again? I guess they weren't doing that anymore.
They don't
no,
need
they,
to.
yeah.
Why?
Remember,
Yeah.
all the machines got encased in cement
Oh,
when
that's
they.
right.
Yeah,
that's
Preston
right.
said, no, baby, no.
I forgot.
Yeah, it was dangerous, too
It
dangerous.
was dangerous.
But anyway, both Nichols and Bielek maintained that experiments dealing with the expansion of human consciousness and future technology are still going on somewhere.
Well,
But not
I
at
mean,
Montauk?
Not at Montauk.
Yeah.
They had to move it.
With like shrooms and shit, but they're not doing people manifesting hairy monster bitches out of thin
No.
air.
And people still go to Camp Hero today on Long Island. They're called urban explorers.
I'll go.
And they claim that you can hear screams in the abandoned
God.
tunnels.
Damn.
And this
Hello.
was the story behind Stranger Things.
There's the ding ding, bitch. That little lady,
So-
that little lady 11. I think that's Duncan.
But she's a girl.
Mm-hmm.
So
Whatever.
they just wanted to
Artistic
cast
liberty.
Millie Bobby Brown. And
Billy
so they
Bobby
say, you
Brown.
know what? We're not going to make her Duncan.
I
We're going
have
to make her
a-
at 11.
I have a weird bit about Millie Bobby Brown.
what
Oh.
you may say.
Okay, so a lot of people think she is either faking or
Oh.
very much over exaggerating her British accent.
Yes.
She's
Because
British?
she was born
Exactly.
exactly. She was born in England, but she moved to America when she was like 6, and now she's almost 20.
And
20
she's
or
still
21.
talking like
and
she's
she still has a
from
very,
fucking-
very thick British accent. So a lot of
Gwyneth Paltrow does that, and she's not even
Madonna.
born in England.
some linguistics experts say for her to have still such a hold on the accent is very, very rare since she moved here when she was so young and has been working in American movies doing American accents for so long.
Yeah, they're calling her out.
I
calling
thought she
her
didn't
out.
move here until she did Stranger Things.
Nope, she
No,
moved here when
not
she was
at all.
6. She did
She's
much
like-
before Stranger Things. Stranger Things was not her first thing.
I thought that some
No, no.
What did she do
linguistic.
before that?
Little
Things.
cameo bits and little, Law and
It
Order
seems
type
like some
shit.
linguistic experts should have better things to do than
I'm just saying it's funny.
critique her. Well, I don't know. I think she's great in Stranger Things.
Called out.
Well, obviously she is. So let's talk about Camp Hero today.
Will
Okay.
we?
755 acres, 415 of which are part of the old military base.
Someone read a brochure.
Heavily wooded land, and it now operates as Camp Hero State Park.
Fun.
The park features forests, freshwater wetlands, and bluffs with dramatic views of the Atlantic Ocean.
Bluffs are cliffs.
Dramatic.
They are,
Thank you, Jack.
if you're not familiar with the word bluffs, it means cliff.
I'm not talking about lies.
She's doing. Well, it was a podcast we were listening to, and the person
wanna name
said, "No, I won't name it." But the person used the word bluffs and goes, "If you're not familiar with that word, think cliffs." I'm going, okay, bro.
Visitors can drive, bike, horseback ride, or walk along the paved roads of the former military base.
That's fun.
Sounds like fun. Or set up a picnic alongside crumbling structures sealed with boards and covered with "Do
Hold
not
up.
enter" warning.
No, lady.
I
You
would
just
enter
said
that
that like
shit.
a parent at a festival
You
trying
really
to
did.
really force their kid to have fun.
To have fun. At
Sounds like
something
fun.
Super bored at.
Go on that.
That could be fun. We'll
Yeah.
do that right after. We got to make an excursion. We got to go to the Mothman celebration.
Yeah.
Silver
We gotta-
Bridge.
in West Virginia, and while we're Jersey Devil in South New Jersey in the Pine Barrens, and then we'll just pop up to Montauk.
Take a jitney.
Yeah. See, I think it would be fun in the way that, Life After People stuff is interesting.
Life After People.
Yeah, that
like
show,
that
Life
show.
After People.
Abandoned places.
yeah.
Oh, I love abandoned places.
Me too.
know.
I think we all do.
There you go.
I
They're
think
so
everyone
fun. It's like, what happened?
does. Yeah. They were people left. They were
I know,
abandoned.
but that's like,
Somebody
why?
was there and now they're not.
But why?
Turns out the mystery is easily solvable.
But why?
They're like, I got a job in fucking Schenectady. What?
Yeah, pick the hardest town to name.
The silver ran out.
I
That's
pronounced
usually-
it perfectly, bitch.
In this case, though, they closed the base. So that's the why.
Well, why?
Yeah, because JFK told them to.
I
JFK
guess.
no, not because no,
I
they
have
killed
not
him for
once
that.
been given an answer.
It's
I
because
just want to point
it's
that
because
out.
they
We just
decided
said-
it was too dangerous. Remember?
We're not there yet. At the epicenter of a lot of the conspiracies about Camp Hero is because they have a Cold War era SAGE, SAGE radar tower.
What other sages there?
I thought it was spelled the other way.
I think it's an acronym, but I don't know what
SADGE.
for.
Solved.
This was once a mother station to a series of smaller manned radar towers located in the ocean along the East Coast. It was said to have given the U.S. government an extra 30 minutes of warning time in the event of an incoming Soviet nuclear attack.
Whoop.
Which we know take about 30 minutes to get from Russia to the United States. So it's not. It's not super helpful.
So maybe it allowed them to know 30 minutes before they sent it.
How?
How?
That be a
Through
thing?
psychic means, time wormholery.
We are
Through
talking about Camp Hero
manifestation.
Montauk
Okay.
project.
All right.
Cheat
all right.
codes.
Anyway, the antenna on this tower emitted up to 425 megahertz, which coincidentally is the frequency allegedly needed to enter human consciousness.
What does that mean?
Well,
No fucking clue.
what it means is people who live nearby Camp Hero could feel it.
Oh, to be sensed by
Yes.
humans.
Animals would freak out. People would get headaches and bad dreams.
To enter human consciousness just
Yeah,
means
you
that we
made it
can
sound
hear it.
very.
And people's
Esoteric.
electronic equipment would go haywire. Yep. And
Is
apparently,
that legit? Is that
no,
is
that's
that
what
real?
people say.
Okay.
And apparently, every 12
internet.
seconds, the radar tower would rotate and I guess then emit the frequency so animals around would
freak
you
out.
know, you think the animals would just
Get used to
skedaddle
it.
out of there.
Or get used to
Yeah,
it.
I'd-
12 every 12 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot.
Good luck, everybody.
There were 12 such similar towers around the country.
And
Camp
this is just-
Heroes is the only one that still remains.
So these were used to, like I said, detect ICBMs.
Monitor
or
the
whatever.
ocean.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
What
ocean.
did you say?
Detect ICBMs. Is that what you implied or no? That's what we kind of implied a minute ago.
Yes. But earlier in World War II, they
got
were
it.
there to...
Oh, for like U-boats?
Yes.
Or planes
correct.
or whatever. Okay.
All of
Monitor
above.
the ocean. Well, how cold is it today?
68. Let's swim.
Well, now it's a National Historic Site. It's 90 feet tall. It's a concrete tower with this still has the 40-foot wide steel dish, visible for miles.
Damn.
But they are no longer active.
Steel dish.
But it has mysteriously changed position.
What?
Yes.
The dish?
The wind.
Maybe it's trying to pick up a better signal.
But it's not active. So why
But-
would it be doing that?
Interesting.
It doesn't have to be active to be used.
So they're saying the Montauk project right there at Camp Hero is still going on. Something down below the cement.
Alleged.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Above the cement.
As we speak.
Before it became a state park, there was a person named Brian Minnick, and he and his friends, they lived around, so they would probably take off on their bikes and go looking around.
Take off.
I don't know how old
They
he was
put
when he
playing
did this.
cards in their spokes.
They never found any real evidence of a government cover-up, but
I'm
Emma.
so sorry.
That's
It was an
all right.
accident.
What are you
should
doing?
be.
Oh,
Go ahead.
All right.
It
you
fell.
know, we can edit that out.
Yes.
Well, won't though.
But he did
Who's-
discover Brian Minnick.
Okay.
He did discover documents and sealed entrances suggesting that the infrastructure of Camp Hero was more complex than officials would admit,
What?
that it operated for much longer.
And they left these documents behind for Brian and his friends with the spokes in their wheel, and with the cards in their spokes to find.
Yeah.
No.
the fuck?
Yeah, because everybody, remember, they forgot what they were doing. They were
Correct.
brainwashed.
Oh, so they should have moved all the shit out before they had themselves
Yeah.
brainwashed.
Yeah.
White.
Probably.
It's
I'm
like-
guessing.
Okay.
I don't really know.
Makes
It's like
sense.
finish your
Makes
chores
sense.
before you get drunk.
Yes.
Or else those
that old
dishes.
saying. Okay.
I used to tell you guys that all the
She
time.
did. She did. When
He
you were
found records of mass quantities of food being ordered to the base in the late 80s, long after the military had left Montauk.
All those dino nuggets.
little bagel pizzas, things like that.
Oh, hell yes.
True.
I don't
Who's?
know what.
Oh, what's that?
Yoo-hoos?
Oh,
No.
Funyuns.
No, probably more like cans of Dinty Moore beef
Dinty
stew.
Moore beef stew.
No, ecto cooler. Just kidding.
Camp Hero, as I should have maybe said earlier, started as an army base in 1942 as a coastal defense station.
Oh, yeah.
Hence the tower. And this is kind of a fine little tidbit.
Ooh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, ding ding.
In order,
Just
in
kidding.
order to disguise it from probably the Japanese and then later on the Soviets, they tried to
What?
disguise
The Japanese in
World War II.
II.
Not World War
in
II.
New York.
Atlantic,
It was
and the Atlantic
1942.
Ocean would have been more the Germans.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I don't give a fuck about history and reality. All right, Karen.
She looked you right in the fucking eyes and said, "Go fuck yourself."
I don't care.
I don't care. Whatever. What's she saying?
She said no, she can't say it. What?
I can't talk when I'm laughing.
Oh,
I lost
okay.
it.
they
When I close
tried
my eyes, I
to
can't
dis- they tried to disguise the base as a coastal fishing village.
Ew.
They literally made some of the military buildings to look like little cottages with fake wood siding and painted on windows.
That shit looks. Everybody's like, "Look at that fucking."
That person
Fake
has
ass.
never moved.
They made the gymnasium look like a church.
Or that window that is just paint.
I can tell.
The shadows have never changed in years.
It reflects nothing.
Because a gymnasium would be very suspicious, but a
But a
church,
church.
that's fine.
Oh, that
Let's not
shit
bomb
is so
that.
funny. It's like little kids. You can't. I can't see you. You can't see me.
You know Carrie's responses to all this?
I don't
care.
I don't give a fuck.
They deactivated the base in 1947 and removed all the coastal artillery. In 1951, Camp Hero was transferred to the Air Force. That's when they installed the radar and anti-aircraft artillery training began. The Air Force remained...
Oh.
You didn't find anything.
Is that
What
my
was that?
phone? I think it's my phone.
That was your phone.
That scared the shit out of me.
Somebody
It?
must have
Here's
said,
what I
okay,
found.
I'm
Google.
jumpy.
Apparently.
It really?
Yes, in general.
Here's what I found. Duck! We're all going to die.
The Air Force remained active at Camp Hero until 1982.
Oh.
And in 1984, the land was deemed to be environmentally important due to its ecosystems and, and animal life. So it was
Animal life for
Animal
people
life.
trying to understand her.
so it was donated to the National Park Service.
Oh.
The National Park Service
NPS.
transferred it to the New York State Parks Department.
Got it.
Well, it's just
And
changing hands.
It is.
More
It's
than
not,
a
it doesn't
damn-
feel wanted
No.
or
Yeah.
appreciated.
Camp Hero State Park officially opened to the public in 2002.
Oh.
Yep. So let's talk about a few of the Montauk boys.
Montauk Boys. Okay.
Let's talk about my
The Irish
boys,
Jug Band
they-
or the people involved in the
The
experiment?
people involved. The poor guys abducted from their homes and experimented on very
I don't think they were
cruelly.
abducted from their homes, okay? They
Oh,
were
what?
handed
They were handed, Carrie.
Some of
to
them
the
might have been.
program.
Exactly.
Well, these particular
Initiation.
people weren't because they don't say that their fathers were in the
Okay.
special forces.
Why
or
did they have
anything.
to be their father?
But this person, his name's Joe Lafreno, he actually grew up in Montauk and now, coincidentally enough, works as a parks employee at Camp Hero.
Oh, shit.
now?
He's there
Right,
every
okay.
day.
That is a
Oh.
that is a
Well, he wasn't
coincidence.
at the time that his
That he came out,
Yeah,
so to speak.
he
He's gay.
believes
No, he's just a park person who was kidnapped.
He's
And-
also gay.
That's coincidental.
he may or may not be, but he believes he was kidnapped and he was one of the tortured Montauk boys.
Joe.
He didn't believe it until 2 years ago, 2 years before he gave this
Okay.
interview was. He believes, or no, he was hypnotized for
Do you have any
about,
dates for your sources?
there is a date, but I didn't look. I don't know.
Because you know why? You know why, Carrie? I don't care.
Okay, I don't care.
Nope, it's not relevant. He was hypnotized by a certified hypnotist
Oh, certified. Good.
for about 40 minutes. That's all it took for all these memories to come flooding back.
Damn.
Yes.
So an efficient certified hypnotist.
Yes, he said it was very dark and evil.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
He was being tortured.
He believes he was abducted and abused during the summer of 1980 and possibly also the summer of 1981 when he was 12 and 13. He recalled under hypnosis
My
that a local
goodness.
boy whom no one knew very well invited him to bike to the base.
You never do it. Don't have friends.
Uh-uh.
They'll sell you out to governments.
Yeah.
Conspiracies.
Well, and when they got to the base, there were two men waiting. They were dressed in civilian clothes.
Well,
And they took the boys into a sunken house on the base.
A sunken house.
that sounds like some
So you have
metaphorical
basement
ass
or-
shit.
Well, he said they were brought underground through Battery 113, which
Okay.
is one of the sealed gunneries left from World War II.
I don't know what either of those
I
are.
don't know. I can't imagine.
You
Is it
know,
like
like
a tunnel
this-
or something? Or
Yeah.
Is it a
Probably,
9-volt?
You know, like a little, like cut into the ground.
okay.
You know, and
Yeah.
then
Oh.
under, and then that's how you get there from above ground.
Gotcha.
But it goes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. If I can find a picture of Battery 113, I'll.
Listeners,
you
her
should.
visual
it was good.
right there.
And by the way, the hand gestures really made that
It helps.
for us. Anyway.
Well, you guys saw my hand gestures.
Carrie.
Oh, I see. I see.
They
no,
didn't.
no, it was more just kind of saying, yeah, no, we understand because we want you to go on. That's really the main reason.
Sorry.
He remembers lying on a table with wires coming out of him like electrodes.
Okay.
And he said there were up to 50 other kids there.
Wow.
And he
Whoa.
believes some of the kids were eventually killed.
Oh,
my
wow.
gosh.
Yep. Stuart Swerdlow is another person who
Swerdlow.
believes he was one of the Montauk boys. He was living in Michigan in 2017 when he gave an interview to The Sun. He described,
In England? The London?
The Minnesota
tabloid?
Sun.
The Sun?
I don't know.
There's more than one son.
Okay, well, that's the most prominent one I know of.
There's the
Yeah.
Father, the Son, and the
There
Holy
might
Ghost.
be The Sun in Michigan.
Okay.
Michigan.
The well-known
That's where he was.
Lansing Sun. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. But he described horrific abuse. He said that they targeted quote unquote expendable boys like orphans, runaways, or the children of drug addicts.
Okay.
What was he?
You know, they don't care about
Yeah,
their
which
kids.
category was he in?
He didn't
Casting
say.
aspersions on his parents. So do you think that
I know.
that kid, the
Right.
kid, the little known local boy, lured The one before Joe Lafreno to
That
the base?
seems like that's what he's
The
think
implication,
so.
yeah.
So they used like a cult or like a child
Trafficking
ring. They
Yeah.
used
maybe it was
current.
Duncan.
Oh,
no.
shit.
Duncan.
Duncan.
Don't do it,
It
Duncan.
was Millie Bobby Brown.
No, she would never do that. She said, "Would you like to come with me?
Oh my god.
We're going to go to the base." That's a pretty
So
good.
Apologize.
it's just like trafficking, right? You take the kids
Yeah.
that no one's going to come looking for.
The vulnerable ones.
Yep. And he said their aim was to fracture your mind so they could program you, which we know they were doing, right?
That's a cult.
He said they would change the temperature from very hot to very cold,
That's
starve you, and
much.
then overfeed you.
okay.
And
Ooh, refeeding syndrome.
yeah, he remembered being
that?
beaten with
Bad
a wooden
things.
pole.
Ooh, damn.
Not a wooden pole.
Also,
Uh-oh.
and this is very believable, that they love to hold your head underwater till you nearly drown.
The government does like to do that.
Ding,
They
ding,
do.
ding.
They're very. I feel like we're using the ding, ding, ding in various ways. We need to clarify this. We'll do it later, but we need to. We have a family.
What
meeting
have I
about that.
started?
It's called an enhanced interrogation technique,
Yes.
and it's illegal.
It's called torture. Why are you using euphemisms?
Yeah. Come on, Carrie.
I'm using their euphemism.
Well, don't.
Oh, thank you, Dick
George
Cheney.
Bush. Oh, okay.
Both.
Let's be honest. Dick Cheney was much more part of that than George Bush. Like, what's happening now?
Yeah,
said,
but
okay.
but the buck stopped there, right?
did.
Well, and he said this was effective because it made them likely to listen to and obey their rescuer, right? The one that
Yeah.
gets you out of the water. And he also said they used LSD.
As you
As
do.
a
As
bonus.
they would.
The government was
They
so
loved
into
LSD.
They
LSD.
were big in the LSD, but
They were like your friend that starts raving and gets a little bit too into it. And they're like, hey, you guys really need to try it. And you're like, I just don't really feel like it's for me. But you really, come on, guys.
It opens your mind,
see other
bro.
worlds,
Well,
man.
I am
But the
kind
government.
of a proponent of microdosing.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
we
It's
are.
weird.
As
I'm super
therapeutics.
into microdosing. I'm
Have
just
you
not
ever
into
microdosed?
No.
Not I don't want.
never
I've
microdosed.
never done it personally, and I'm not talking about recreationally, which
You do it for.
I'm not opposed to, but for therapy.
Yeah. We know.
How'd this get
They're into microdosing a lot of substances.
Yeah.
MK
Psilocybin.
Ultra.
And
Mushrooms.
MDMA
Yeah.
Mescaline.
Yes.
is also
In
microdosed.
fact, I believe MDMA is getting close to being approved.
Yep.
Yep.
It is.
Yep. PTSD.
Hello.
Are we going to do theories? Tell
Yes.
us what we think happened. Because I have 21 questions and comments.
Oh my
No,
God.
you don't. You're going to have
You're
to cut
limited
that.
to one.
No,
So
no, I'm not.
The
Summary.
gentleman from California is given 30 seconds. Go.
How the fuck did they block his memories? And we've the
Oh my
whole
God,
thing
are
that
you
Edward. No,
kidding?
but the Edward Cameron thing with the. Did we ever verify that Edward and Duncan Cameron were indeed on the roster of the USS Eldridge back in 1943?
I tried. I'm assuming they were.
Okay.
Well, those are not public records.
Exactly. I would like to know that. Were they on there?
But we can't.
Because my guess, if they are, my guess then is that Al Bielek in 1988 just looked at those public records and found a couple of people who were dead who had been on, or at least who had been on the Eldridge, if he was smart.
Well, Al Bielek didn't come up with the Philadelphia experiment stuff.
He didn't come up with the Philadelphia experiment. He came up with what happened. He came up with the
Correct.
he
Montauk.
funked off
Well,
the Philadelphia
But
experiment.
Edward
clearly.
and Duncan were involved in the Philadelphia experiment.
according to the original Philadelphia experiment people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he just read the Philadelphia. He just watched that fucking movie.
Yeah. I mean, this whole thing comes from, let's be honest, Al Bielek seeing the Philadelphia experiment 4 years later and go, I have a crazy fucking idea. I can make this even better and extend. It's like how H.P. Lovecraft wrote all these stories, and a lot of other writers at the time extended upon them. It's like fan fiction, what we now call
Correct.
fan fiction.
Although another explanation may be without ascribing nefarious motives.
Yeah. Okay.
That he really believed it.
That's possible.
Yeah. I think that's
Assuming it's not true.
It's it is and it isn't, because he would run into the same problems we've run into, and he has these
Wow.
excuses, these
Okay.
layered excuses like de-aging. I mean, that's obviously okay, wait, that's right, this can't be true. I've got an idea.
Yeah.
I was de-aged. That
Yeah.
doesn't seem like you believe it. That seems like you're.
Every conspiracy theory has those, Dean.
But not conspiracy theories that the people really believe. I generally speaking, really believe that they're true.
I don't
Because they're
know.
convenient excuses for when people find flaws to your story, and that indicates that you know what's going on. And you're fine.
Not
you're fine.
necessarily.
Excuses.
I think there are people who truly believe in conspiracy theories, and they believe in all the rigmarole required.
Oh, for sure.
for
For sure.
it to be true.
Of course, but they don't. They're the ones who buy it whole cloth or believe it when someone else makes these add-on excuses. They don't make them up. And I think in Al Bielek, he made up the whole de-aging thing himself. So he's the one who is proactively covering and layering, and
Yes.
when people find something wrong with it, he says, "Well, here I have an explanation." That's
But it
smacks
may
of
be
knowledge.
on a more subconscious level than you.
I suppose. I'm not hypnotic regression is not a thing. It's the whole thing is based on something that's not real. It's a fake thing. It's how did they get the time portal back to 1943 in order to have two time portals on in 1943 and 1983? That's how do you do that? I know it's another kind of time paradox kind of a thing with time travel, but that's not something. That's just how do you do that? You have to
I don't
wait.
understand
You have to
the
invent it in 1943 and then wait 40 years, and then until 1983.
But it won't feel like
why
40
wait till
years.
1983? It just doesn't make sense. But clearly, this is based on the Philadelphia experiment. This whole thing sprouts from the Philadelphia experiment. And the Philadelphia experiment, as we talked about last time, has been pretty widely and easily debunked as
Yes.
as not a real thing.
By the U.S. government, by the
No,
military.
by people with brains. And also, they would have to fake test his death. And anytime you fake someone's death, you're into the realm of, okay, you're weird. So they jumped off the ship in Long Island in 1983 when they're propelled forward in time. That, to me, it just seems like that's an obvious thing where you're using that to get you to where you want to be. You want to be in Montauk because that's this weird place that your story is based on. So you alter the story that it's based on, the Philadelphia experiment, and have them go, instead of being in Norfolk, you have them go be in Montauk in Long Island. That's convenient, is what I'm saying.
Assuming it didn't happen.
Yeah, that's true. No, well, yeah. I have more, but de-aging. That, like I said, that the whole thing is just an obvious convenience. It's because you need that to happen. When you have things like that are add-on things that need to happen to make your story that doesn't make sense. The red flag, the size of the shrinking polar ice caps.
Well, they didn't have to put those things into the story to
Nobody
make
did.
the story make sense.
He wanted to put those things in the story. Why do you need the consciousness of the brother to go back to 1963 or whatever? What's that all about? That's weird. It seems like he had this science fiction story, Al Bielek,
I'll tell you why.
and an interesting one too. By the way, there's some, the glass things, the dream thing.
Yeah.
There's some really interesting, great, nuances here.
And also, I don't think all those things didn't necessarily come from Al Bielek.
Okay. They came some from Preston. What's his face?
And the other Montauk boys that came forward.
Yeah.
Well, that's what. Okay, so you're getting layer on top of layer.
Yeah.
So Al Bielek starts the ball rolling. He makes some of the stuff. Preston, what's his name, comes forward.
Yeah.
And makes some stuff up. And then suddenly you have all these people coming forward. And what those other people, especially who said I was one of the boys,
Yeah.
that really reminded me of alien abduction stories.
Yeah.
Even
Yep.
their experiences seem very alien abduction with the tubes coming out of them. It's like you get the feeling those people Joe Lafreno would have. If he hadn't heard of Al and Preston's story, he would have been abducted by aliens.
If he didn't work at Camp Hero State Park,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That's
Yeah.
the realm that he lives in.
So he thought, okay, well then,
Maybe
and he
I
was the
was.
one. He needs help. But so maglev trains. I'm always, whenever you hear these stories, and they always have something that happened supposedly before it was invented, but has been invented when you're telling the story. That's always incredibly suspicious. Come up with something that hasn't been invented yet. I'll be more impressed. And Montauk being open now is also inconvenient. He made this. Al and Preston were telling these stories when Montauk was still a closed base. Having open now, lots of people go in there and see there's nothing nefarious there, except for Brian Minnick with his found documents that. It's beyond convenient.
Yep. Haven't people also gone there like with ground penetrating
absolutely have.
sonar and all
There's
that kind of
nothing
stuff too, saying there's
weird
more
there.
under there
Yeah.
than are on the official plans or whatever.
There's not, but he found documents talking about food in the late 1980s
Yeah.
because someone had Pizza Hut and Dino chicken thingies later on.
And their recipe blew out of their pocket when they were on a bike ride.
Oh,
There was
that's just a little convenient, Brian. So I feel like Joe. I feel bad for him. I feel like Al and Preston were just telling interesting stories, and funking off. Like I said, it's sort of, you hear about the Philadelphia experiment, and you graft onto it and tell a pretty decent, interesting story. And then Preston did the same.
Yeah.
Al's story. That's all fine. Just stop pretending it's real. That's my only thing.
Yeah.
You wrote some decent fiction, but maybe just
Yeah.
be okay with that.
I get it. For the record, I don't believe any of it's real.
Oh, also certified hypnotists are also not everything.
Yes, there are. Yeah, sure. Hypnotherapy is a real thing.
Yeah, I suppose. But
No, you don't suppose it's a real thing.
It is. It's the hypno-regression thing I have a big problem with.
Yes, it doesn't
hypnotic
recover
regression. Yeah, recovered memories.
blocked
Specifically recovered
memories.
memories
Yes,
is.
but it works well. I understand for stopping smoking and stuff like that.
That does it. Okay, well,
yeah,
good.
it does.
We'll use it for that, not for making up stories and pretending they're true when they're not. Good story. I like the Montauk Project. It's one of the stories because it brings in so many different things. It brings in all kinds of
They
different...
did a good job if they
Yeah.
made it all up.
Yeah, well, they did.
Yeah.
and they had help. Because like I said, they kind of... It's almost like the Lovecraftian world. We have other people making up. They started with the Philadelphia experiment guys. They made up their story. And then
Yeah.
Al put his story onto their story. And then Preston put his story onto his story. And then the other people, I feel a little more sorry for the people who thought they were
Yeah.
abducted by this thing that never happened.
Yeah.
That's a little more sad.
I think we saw a little documentary.
I think we did.
I
yeah.
remember seeing, and for some reason I was thinking it was Stuart Swordlow, but I don't know if it was or not.
It was talking to someone who supposedly experimented,
Yeah.
and they went to the base, and they're walking around the base,
Yeah.
and I think they were even using ground penetrating radar or something. We've seen some kind of
Yeah.
show on that a long time ago.
And this person seemed genuinely traumatized.
Yes.
Affected his life.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's sad.
Yeah.
That's why when you pretend these things are real, you can have real world consequences. It's like the
Yeah.
asshole who made it Pizzagate almost got people killed.
Yeah.
And may still get someone killed.
QAnon.
That's not okay.
Well, yeah. Look at what QAnon
You bitches.
Exactly, yeah.
contributed to.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. I know this is a little more harmless, and in their mind, when Al was I don't think Al genuinely believed anything. I think he knew full well he was making bullshit up.
I don't
there
know.
are consequences for that. It seems very harmless at the time, right? But there can be if people, like in this case, people now think they were kidnapped and experimented upon.
Yeah.
When they clearly were not. and that's
Well, to be
too
honest,
bad.
I wonder if a lot of those people, they just had childhood trauma and this is sort of their brain's
Yeah.
way of
Explaining
explaining
it.
it or
Could
coping
be,
with
yeah.
it.
It could be. It
You
could be,
know?
but that's still not great.
Oh, no. Don't get me wrong. I don't
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
That's all. That's
Yeah.
my biggest problem with those kinds of things, those kind of stories, and especially in this case. I mean, I can't remember the episode we did, but there's other times some of these stories are interesting.
Yeah.
They're good stories.
Yeah.
But truth sells better than fiction.
Yeah.
And even when truth is complete nonsense.
And
even when truth
also-
is fiction.
As we know, we eventually find out about the secret government experiments. You know, the Tuskegee. Is that what it was
Except the ones
Yeah.
we haven't.
The MK Ultra.
called? Which ones?
The
Area
ones we
51?
don't know about. We don't know because we haven't found out about them yet. That's
Yeah.
the ready answer.
Yet. But eventually they will.
I don't know.
There's always a whistleblower. This is what you always say.
Yes.
If conspiracies get big enough, if these secrets get big enough, like they are wont to do for large government projects,
You can't keep
somebody
everybody
will
quiet.
whistleblow.
Yeah, this conspiracy would have to involve the state park,
Exactly.
the national park, the surface, all the
All
people who are
the- yeah,
involved with
the
it, that are
subjects.
brainwashed. But because
Well,
right,
it doesn't have to involve the National Park
it
Service.
does because if
Well-
they took that over, right? Wouldn't they? I mean, I guess
No.
not.
The conspiracy
No.
argument for that is that all their memories were wiped.
That's true. Whoever has
Anyway.
access to it would have to be in on it, right?
Yeah, but there's no access to anything anymore because it's
Because
all
the
filled in with cement.
Okay.
And everything is dead.
Well, Carrie, my response
Yeah.
to that is, I don't care. Okay, thank you, Carrie,
You're welcome.
for telling us the Montauk Project is a really good story.
Sure.
It's a
Oh,
fascinating
and there's
story.
a movie called The Montauk Project too.
Go watch
but
it.
Remember?
I do vaguely. I've never seen it, but I've heard of
Yeah, it's
In the 90s, right?
it. Yeah.
I don't know, but
Wouldn't it have to be?
No,
but
I
I-
think it was later than that, much later. 2004.
Oh, really?
like a
something like that.
fictional movie made out of it.
I
I thought
don't
I
know.
know there
I
was
thought
a
it's a
documentary,
documentary, yeah.
but I don't know about it.
And also, by the way, Stranger Things was originally titled The Montauk Project.
no, it was entitled Montauk.
Montauk. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Great show.
Yeah, it's got a lot of elements.
Great fictional show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carrie.
You're welcome, Dean.
Tell them where they can do things.
Weird World. I almost said Weird World Project. Weird World Podcast at gmail.com and on Instagram and Facebook and Patreon and Weird World Pod on Twitter.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks for listening. Until next time, we'll see you. We'll hear you. We'll speak
What?
to you. I don't
You'll
know.
hear us
Later.
again.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye. Perceive us.